Welcome back, everyone. I am Psycho Emerald, and I just want to let you guys know that I love Marvel's Spider-Man. And by that, I mean the Insomniac game released on the PlayStation 4. I absolutely love that game. I didn't get to play it until last year in August when it came out on PC because I've never owned a PlayStation. But man, I played the crap out of that game on my brother's gaming PC, and I absolutely love it. I love the story, I love the characters, and I love the gameplay more than any other game I've ever played in my life. And so I was really excited to hopefully get a figure. Because you guys know me, being the figure addict I am, I need a figure of every one of my favorite characters. And this is my favorite version of Spider-Man ever. I absolutely love this version of the character, and I needed a good figure of it. But unfortunately, there's no really good options for it. So I was really crossing my fingers they'd release one for the new sequel that's coming out on the PlayStation 5 soon. And they did. And when I first saw it, I gotta say, I was really excited about it. They said it was a repaint on the Renew Your Vows body. That didn't change my mind. I still was really excited that they were making this figure, and if they're going to repaint it, please put it on the Renew Your Vows body because there is no better Spider-Man Marvel Legends body sculpt than that. So I was really excited about this figure, and then they revealed the physical photos of it. And I gotta say, I still thought it looked really good, and I was still really excited about it. And then I saw the price. And I was still really excited about it, and I still pre-ordered it. But I will say, $35 for a regular release figure, mind you, not even a deluxe figure, not even marketed that way, is absurd. At least they didn't try to, trick us and make us think that it was worth $35 by telling us it was a deluxe or something. But it is very absurd that they just priced this up so much. But I can totally see why they did it. Why'd they do it? Because idiots like me are still going to click pre-order on that thing because we need this character. And I love this character so much, I'm willing to pay $35 for it. And I'm going to tell you specifically why I'm not mad about this figure. 3 reasons. 1, it's a toy. 2, I like toys. And 3, this is the best option for an advanced suit Spider-Man figure. I have yet to see another option. There is the original Marvel Legends figure on the Spider UK body, which is also a repaint and looks way worse than this and will cost you way more since it's gone so far up in price because people want this character. Second is the Marvel Select figure, which has a pretty decent sculpt, but will not scale with your Marvel Legends and will also run you over $100 and probably has crap articulation because we all know how Diamond Select is with their action figures. And then there's the SH Figure Arts, which is the only one I see as an actual viable option or alternative to this, and it'll still cost you over $100 at least. So that's not really a viable option. But if you have that much to spend and you'd rather spend it on that than this repaint, I totally understand that. But me personally, while I could, if I wanted to, just instead of buying, 5 Marvel Legends figures, buy this one SH Figure Art Spider-Man for $200, I just don't see the point in doing that when this is a decent option. It'll give you good articulation, it'll look the part, and it'll only be $35. $35 doesn't seem so bad anymore, does it? And yeah, it is absurd that the retail price is $35, but that's still a better option than any of the other figures of this character in 1/12 scale. So that's where I stand on it. It's absolutely worth it to me to have my favorite Spider-Man of all time as a figure, even if it's a repaint for $35. Rather than the absurd prices that you see on the other ones. So yeah, that's why I'm not really mad about this figure. But let's move on to the second reveal for the PS5 game that I do want to talk about. And I'm so excited because they finally made a figure of Spider-Man. I've been waiting for a Spider-Man figure for a very long time. And the coolest part of this Spider-Man figure is he comes with a Miles Morales accessory. So, and yeah, this Miles Morales looks really good. So let's talk about it. I finally first played Miles Morales, the game, in the past few days, actually. And I love it nearly as much as I love the first Marvel Spider-Man. It is a fantastic game with a fantastic story and fantastic characters and even better gameplay, in my opinion, than the first one. So yeah, I was really excited and really hyped up to get a new Miles Morales figure. And I missed out on the first one initially, unfortunately. But I did put it on my Entertainment Earth wish list and clicked in stock alerts so that I could hopefully get it if it ever came back in stock. But I waited for a few days, and then they revealed the new one from the PS5 game, and it looks really good, I gotta be honest. And the reason it looks good is because the original release looked really good, and this is mostly reused. And notice I say mostly reused. because they did do newly sculpted arms for this so that they could have the red stripes on the side. So they gave him matching sets of hands, which is really important. And he doesn't come with the unmatched head sculpt the first one came with, but that's fine because that was pretty awful and looked nothing like him. So I don't mind them removing that. But overall, I just think it's going to look really weird to have both these guys together. I still need both of them because I love the characters so much, but it is going to look really weird having them both standing together on the shelf when one looks like it's from a comic book because it's just a repaint of a comic book suit, and one looks very realistic and live action because it's based on a sculpt that is meant to look that way. So it's going to look a little odd having them together, but the main thing I wanted to point out was this one is only $25. That's the retail price for these figures now, and it's only $25. And other than like the web effects, the crappy web effects that they shoved in that box with the Peter Parker Spider-Man, there's nothing that really makes that worth $10 more. Like, don't try to tell me those web effects make it worth $10 more. Like, maybe that cost them more to make. Like, I can totally see it costing them more to make that figure because they had to throw in more web effects. Obviously, there's a certain cost associated with that, but there's no way it's $10 more, especially when they probably have 2 billion vats in their factory full of those same crappy web effects they've been using forever. So, yeah, I don't see any reason for that one to be $10 more than Miles, especially when Miles looks like a vastly superior figure. Maybe not in the articulation front, because we all know how good that Renew Valve sculpt is, but the Miles Morales figure looks more like the Miles Morales from the game. So that's why that figure definitely edges out for me, especially since it's only $25. I was fully expecting when this got revealed, I thought, that looks really great. And I'm really excited about that, but I was fully expecting it to cost $35. Like, there was no part of me that was like, okay, yeah, no, that's only going to cost $25. Like, the other one, that could be $35. But there's no way they put Miles Morales at $35. But I guess they just don't think it would sell as well. Like, they're not counting on maybe that larger audience coming in and not being as familiar with how much these things cost and just going for the $35 figure because he's iconic. And yeah, that Insomniac Spider-Man is iconic, and that's probably going to sell better than a Miles Morales. People love Miles Morales, me included, but he's probably not going to sell as well as Peter Parker because Peter Parker is more iconic. So I think that's probably the reason why, like whether they'd admit it or not, but it probably was just a little experiment, was like, how much can we get away with? Why don't we just price this up to $35 and see how much it sells? And do I feel kind of bad for supporting that by ordering the figure? Yeah, but not that bad because I'm also getting a cool action figure of my favorite Spider-Man of all time. So yeah, to me it's worth it, and I'm not mad because, like I said, it's toys. Toys are fun, and I can't really ever get mad about them. And I'm excited about both of these, but there are some things that, yeah, I definitely wanted to point out. It's like kind of an odd situation that we're in with these figures. But I think they'll both be really fun when they get here. I'm excited to get my hands on them. And let me know what you guys think. I know a lot of people are pretty mad about that $35 Peter Spider-Man in the advanced suit. And I totally get that. So let me know down in the comments. Just be respectful. That's all I ask. Let me know what you think of these figures. I do think the Peter looks pretty good for a repaint. And I do think the Miles looks really good as well. And I'm really excited about having both of them. Let me know if you guys are in the same boat. Let me know if you guys absolutely hate these figures or just the advanced suit or whatever. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know your excitement level for the PS5 Spider-Man 2 game. I'm really hoping it releases on PC because that would be epic, so I'd be able to play it. But if not, I'll just watch a playthrough of it. So yeah, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like. I'd really appreciate that. If you like action figure videos, especially with Marvel Legends and stuff like that, I do a lot of that on my channel. My channel is focused on collecting action figures, so if that's something you're into, definitely consider subscribing in order to join the army of the Knights of Mischief. And as always, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.